you only need 3 days in the gym to make progress. So in this video, I have found the workers man or the workers individual gym split. 3 days, pull, push, leg, or whatever where you wanna schedule it. But 3 days. With 3 days, you can make progress if you're lifting weight. Cardio, you can find time to do cardio yourself. But 3 days, where the first day or one of these days, you can schedule it the way that you want to schedule it yourself. But it's 3 days where the one day you do all the pulling movements. Pulling movements, when you're doing back, you are pulling. You are pulling, or you are pulling, or you are pulling. So all the pulling movements, that is almost all the back movements. Because deadlift, you're also pulling from the floor. Cable row, you're pulling. So all the back movements. Okay, you can't really do all the back movements, but I'll explain. But that's the first day. Pull, and also biceps. For bicep, you're also pulling. So when you're doing your curls or you're doing your, your cable standing, you're pulling, you're doing your, your machine curls, you're also pulling. So that is the pulling day. The other day is for the pushing day. So shoulders, we are pushing. Chest, we are pushing. Tricep, you are pushing. All that's the one day, the push, you're just pushing. And the third day, it's legs. Quads, calves, hamstring, glutes. That is the third day. You can schedule it in whatever way that makes sense to you, but that is the 3 day working man, working person, working individual gym split. Okay, let's get into detail or practically how will this look like. Okay, the first day you are pushing. So now when you're pushing, you got your chest, you got your shoulder, you also got your tricep, you're pushing. So with this program, it will require you to take notes or take notes, note it down somewhere, because whatever exercise you're gonna start with this week, it's not that one there. You must end with the following week to make sure that growth-wise you are not compromised. Meaning now that for push day, if this week you're gonna start with dumbbell flat bench, if you're gonna lay down, the following week you must start with one of the others, either for shoulder or for tricep, because now you don't want to compromise the one muscle compared to the other one. So that is one of the most important ideas, or one of the important things that we must do with this program, that whatever exercise you start with, it's not the one to start with every day, because that's the muscle that's going to grow more than the other ones, you see. So if you want to start for push day, if you want to start with chest this week, start with shoulder the following week, and the following week triceps. So I think now in also adding on that this is a 3 day program, but it goes on a 3 week cycle, because you're gonna be mixing it that way, especially for push day, because push day is 3. I think for legs it will have to be 4 week cycle. For pull it's gonna be a 2 week cycle, because it's only back and biceps. So that's one of the important things, that whatever you start with, you don't start with that the following day. Yes, that is the one of the important things. For legs, also it's gonna be the same for legs. That if you started with squats for this week, and then squat is for quads, meaning now that for the following week, then you must start with glutes or hamstrings or calves. Meaning now, as I said, that for legs, then it's gonna be a 4-week cycle, right? Another important thing with this schedule is that you're gonna have to stick to the basics, because you don't want to be in the gym for more than an hour and a half, or at least an hour, because now remember, now this is the working individual's gym schedule. Yes, you're gonna have to stick to the basics. Let me give you a rough idea on how the split would look like, or what would be in that split, and then you can tackle it as you go. For pull day, remember now, for pull day, it's back and bicep. You need 3 exercises for bicep. You can do hammer curls, you can do barbell standing curls, and then you can do maybe a preacher machine, or you can add one other maybe dumbbell curls. That is for biceps. And for back, I believe so much in rows, so you can add one of the rows, dumbbell rows, and you can also add in there cable pull downs. You can add in there pull-ups. You can also add in there seated cable rows. That is for back. Remember, now keeping it simple. For push day, for chest, flat, incline, and flies. You can decide how you maneuver that. You want to do machines, want to do dumbbell, want to do cables, but that's how your chest should be. Flat, incline, flies. You can decide. And for triceps, yes, triceps also pushing. You can do cable pull downs, you can do skull crushers, then you can do dips, and you're done. Legs, leg day, keep it basics. Squats, stiff leg deadlifts, leg extension, lunges. You can do reverse seated curls. You can do leg press. Unfortunately, if you're in a machine that has a lot of machines, you do have to limit the amount of machines you do, because now remember, now who you watching this, you're a working man. You can't afford to be there at the gym. I think even an hour, it's already a luxury. This is 45 minutes 3 times a week. If you can do an hour, definitely put it there. So keep it simple. Make sure that you're targeting all the muscle groups for that specific day. But this is the working individuals gym split. So try it out if you're working individual, or let me know if you have any ideas or any thoughts in the comments.